HADES repeater has been opened to the public on 16 December 2023 by AMSAT EA. It is interesting to note that SO-121 uses a tape measure as antenna, which is commonly used by new LEO satellite operators as it is very inexpensive and rather easy to convert into a Yagi antenna. The repeater of HADES-D is on FM FSK mode, and AMSAT EA has further suggested that modulation is more appropriate by narrowing the bandwidth. Hence, they have recommended an FM. I presume it is narrow band FM, which I have seen in the settings of my IC2730 radio as well. HADES-D is the first satellite with FM repeater mounted on a Pocket Cube platform. Wikipedia tells me that Pocket Cube is a miniaturized satellite for space research that usually has a size of a cube with 5 cm sides and hence 1/8 the volume of a CubeSat. HADES-D has a 1.5p Pocket Cube form factor and a mass of 0.2 kg as per Gunder's space page. Pocket Cubes have a mass of just 250 gram and typically uses commercially off-the-shelf components for its electronics. You may note that even one CubeSat unit has 10 into 10 into 10 cm sides and is quite bigger than the Pocket Cube. So the panel size and size of battery are much smaller for HADES-D compared to other amateur radios FM satellites. Most of those currently active are CubeSats. Naturally, you can expect weaker signals and need for better antenna and radio setup to work HADES-D. But that is the challenge in amateur radio satellite operations and in amateur radio at large. AMSAT EA mentions that HADES-D is a satellite QRP and cautions that you should not call it the satellite entrance if you do not have the capacity to receive your signals on the way down. As I had read a version of the website translated from Spanish, I presume that this would mean that you should not use the HADES-D transponder if you are unable to hear your own signals on the downlink, which is a usual rule in amateur radio satellite operations. Practically, this would mean that you need either a full duplex radio which can monitor your downlink while you are transmitting, or 2 radios, one for the uplink and another for monitoring the downlink simultaneously. Downlink monitoring radio will need appropriate front-end filters to prevent your uplink signal from overloading its front end. 2 antennas with adequate physical separation are also needed. While connecting 2 antennas to a full duplex radio, a diplexer of appropriate rating is needed for the same reason. I could see several reports of both uplink and downlink being active from different regions of the globe. Of course, there are also some reports of not heard, telemetry only active, and conflicting reports. I have set my full duplex IC2730 radio to the uplink and downlink frequencies prior to the pass. The frequency set is not exactly the nominal frequency, but what is displayed on the Argentinian AMSAT satellite pass page prior to the onset of satellite arrival in the region. This is the direction of pass of SO-121 in my region today morning. It shows nicely the timings of satellite pass in various regions along the pass, maximum elevation and maximum elevation azimuth, to which I point my marks on Yagi prior to the pass. It's a fixed elevation, fixed azimuth Yagi, as I do not have the rotator. Here I am showing a fast animation of the display on my mobile phone when I am tracking the Doppler on Argentinian AMSAT webpage manually in my radio. Initially, you can see that the compass needle has a red color and the frequencies are displayed in orange color. Elevation is negative, meaning that the satellite has not risen over the horizon. So when the satellite reaches the horizon, you can see that the display becomes different. Elevation is shown in green. Compass needle shows the azimuth, and Doppler frequencies are displayed, and azimuth, elevation, everything changes gradually as the satellite moves from one horizon to the other. It is mentioned that NFM voice repeater, indicating that it is narrowband FM voice repeater. So I have already set the radio to narrowband FM. It was a high elevation pass in my region, and you can see that the altitude of the satellite is 465 kilometer, while the distance changes when the satellite is far away and nearer to you. That display is seen online. An interesting feature which I noted was that the change in azimuth was very rapid after the satellite reached the position of closest approach. I was listening with the squelch open, and at least twice I could hear a decrease in the intensity of the hissing noise, indicating that the satellite signal was being received. But it was a daytime pass, and I would have expected most of the LEO satellite operators in this region to be at work, and hardly anyone trying to access HADES D. Moreover, there is less enthusiasm to access 121, thinking that it is a QRP satellite and difficult to access with the usual setup. VU3CDK has reported that several times he could hear signals on this satellite. Most of the passes are not very convenient for me, occurring late at night. And today also there is another pass at around 11 p.m. which I may not be accessing because it's too late for my schedule.